We're a little.
Wait,
hold on, y'all. Oh, okay, we fine.
Oh, okay.
We fine. I was about to say, hold on, y'all. We're a little melanated. But listen, welcome everybody. Thank y'all so much.
It's live?
Yes, super live.
Happy
Hey, I know her. Happy third day of the week. Listen, welcome everybody to
Story time, story time, story time.
If you don't know, I'm Bonnie G, in a place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the whooaaa is, I just want to be present. I mean, call my name so I can tell you I am here, okay, in the building.
Yeah.
All right. And y'all know our assembly call her Dr. Norwood, but the Storytime family call her. Come on, y'all. Auntie Shelly yelled the beat. But bump. That's y'all did it on y'all. It was the clap, okay? It was on point. Y'all did it with me. Come on, you cod. Get with the oneness. They said, but bump. Y'all know what we do. We don't do this thing for ourselves. We do it for the community because we are community minded, okay?
Y'all crazy. That's what you are.
Now listen, y'all know we get into a scripture, and as my dad expresses, he says, please don't forget to like and share our videos. That is important to get out as well. Y'all know we like to get you guys going and starting up because this hour be coming quick, and next thing you know, we cliffhanging like what?
Yeah.
And so we're gonna get into this Proverbs chapter 1, verse 5. And I'm just gonna read to the 7th verse. So it says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, with an S, okay? To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and do that 8th verse because it's good too. My son, hear the instruction of your father and forsake not the Torah of your mother. You know what? We're just going to keep reading because it's good. I won't read. Y'all can finish it. But it's good. It's good. All right. If you got nothing, don't be a fool. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't be a fool.
Don't despise
Torah. Exactly. Don't despise wisdom and instruction. It's good for you. Okay? It's good for you.
Do it.
Now we are in, let me go ahead and put my phone on silent. We are in, thank you. Because, I didn't want to lift mine. His word. So you can find this book on Amazon for $150. But listen, you ain't even got to spend all that. There's a silver edition that looks just like this, but it's silver. And it is like $88.90. But they also offer the pre-owned. Last time I checked, the pre-owned was $60. But hey, it is a great buy.
Check. Yeah.
You just got to check because my Uncle Chris got it for $40. And it was in great condition. Okay? Like new. So, as y'all know, we're in the new book, and it's called The Gospel of Bartholomew. Uncle B. Okay?
Uncle B in the house.
And Uncle B wasn't playing.
Uncle B gets straight to the point.
You got to get that. It's so many recaps because it's a lot happened in 1 and 2, but I was shocked about Mary Fire and stuff like that. But
yeah, so we'll do. So first recap is when Yahuwah says only a remnant, he ain't lying. 30,000 leave here every day.
33.
Oh, is it 33?
Mm-hmm.
Only 53 people are righteous.
He ain't playing.
Only 53. And this morning I was like, okay, well, so if you put them together, that's 60. Wait, how many people is living here every day? 53?
53.
So if you double that, that's 106. 106,000.
Mm-hmm.
Only 106.
No. Yeah, only 106 because it was only 53.
30. Yeah, the 30,000. 60.
Yes.
Or is it 33,000?
It's 33,000.
Okay. So if it's 66,000,
yes,
only 106 people
Or making.
are righteous.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
And if you just keep doubling like that, it's like it seems a smaller circle gets
It ain't
smaller.
right. If anything, it said life is very light.
Yeah.
And not to play with. Oh, it was 30,000.
Oh, it was 30.
33,000. Where I got 33?
3?
Maybe it was that 53 that was tripping
Oh,
me
it
out.
was 50, and then remember the 3 was in parentheses.
Yes. Okay, so it was 33,000, y'all, that left the earth, right? He said, how many people?
30,000 left.
30,000. Sorry, 30,000.
So when 30,000 leave, only 53 are righteous.
Ooh, you're right.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And the 53 was split up because I think 50 went to the Garden of Eden. I think the 3 went up to one of them layers.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's 30,000, y'all. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy. And then when we got to the second chapter, they was cool. They said, let's go ask Miriam what her experience was like.
But they was real Hebrew with it.
They was
real Hebrew. That's how y'all know y'all connected to these people.
They kept trying to get her to pray. She was like, no, fire gonna come out of my mouth. What's wrong with you praying? That's what you're here for, Peter.
He was like, wait,
they was passing the buck.
He said, no, you go and pray.
And he got behind her.
Yes. He was like, no, we good. Mary, go ahead and pray.
And she was like, yours in front of me. You're standing in front of me. They didn't want it. Because when she talked about fire coming out, they was like, we done seen too much strange stuff going on around here.
We're good, ma'am.
We know you really need fire.
Absolutely. Yep.
So they kept passing the buck till finally Mary started praying.
Yep, she prayed.
But they still had to stand in front of her.
They sure did.
Because they were trying to get her to be the intercessor. And she was like, no. And then she started talking, but I think because she prayed to ask,
yes,
can I tell them?
Yes.
And when she started talking, was it Mashiach?
Yeah, Mashiach came down.
And it was like, because I guess she got carried away.
Fire about to come
Something
out of her mouth.
was about to.
It said, and fire, and when she's saying this, fire issued out of her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And the word was at the point to come to an end. But Yahushua appeared quickly and laid his hand upon her mouth.
Because remember, they in front of her.
That is crazy, y'all. That's crazy.
That's some secrets. Like, you know how they get the saying, I can tell you, but I'm gonna have to kill you.
Yeah, that was literally that.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't come in time, they would have been toast.
Yeah. He said,
they would have been cut.
I'm not trying to tell you because I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, and they were like, nah, you can tell. Yes, that, and he says, and each, because Bartholomew, I don't know why I was gonna say Peter. He asked, well, how many people are born on each day? And he said 30,001.
Yeah.
I'm not calling Mashiach petty, but he is very intentional. But he said 1 is added to that 30,000.
Yeah.
That is crazy. 30,000 leave, and then 30,000 are born, and 1 is born. Each day. Each day. That blew me away. All right, y'all. We're going to get started, okay? So if you have the book, we are on page 621, and we're still in the second chapter. And then if you have the silver book, guess what? We're on the same page. And that's what we like. Come on, you God. That one. All right. So I'm going to start where he talked about when Mary opens her mouth. Yeah. I'm going to go a little bit above that, and then we'll just continue to read.
Yeah.
And again, he smote his garment. She's talking about the Most High. And again, he smote his garment upon the left hand, and there came a very great cup full of wine. And he set it upon the altar of the temple, and did drink of it first himself, and gave also unto me. And I beheld and saw the bread and the cup whole as they were. And he said unto me, yet 3 years, and I will send my word unto thee, and then shall conceive a son, and through him shall the whole creation be saved. Shalom be unto, and again we tell you when there's nothing else written because there's brackets and ...
Yeah, like whatever was written there, they couldn't read.
Yeah. And when he had so said, he vanished away from my eyes, and the temple was restored as it had been before. And as she was saying this, fire issued out of her mouth, and the world was at the point to come to an end, But Yahusha appeared quickly and laid his hand upon her mouth and said unto Mary, utter not this mystery, or this day my whole creation will come to an end. So she was going to get ready to destroy the world.
Wow, because all that truth that was coming out of her.
Literally, fire was going to destroy everything that he created.
Yeah.
And he came just in time.
Yeah, to stop her. Like you about to tell something that's going to end it all. So I'm going to need you to...
Exactly. And everything that I built is about to be smoking, okay?
Yeah.
You about to act like a Maccabee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't need you.
Can't have you talking right now. Not this. No.
Oh, wow.
Keep it to yourself.
Yes. Wow. Utter not this mystery, or this day my whole creation will come to an end. And the flame from her mouth ceased. And the apostles were taken with fear, lest happily Yahuwah should be wroth with them. And chapter 3. And he departed with them unto Mount Moriah, and sat in the midst of them. But they doubted to question him, being afraid.
Well, I guess so.
After that, I don't have nothing to ask you. You just shut up. You know, shut up fire in my mouth. You literally shut the fire up.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing to say. I'm curious within my mind.
I'm scared. They like, I'm scared to ask a question.
Yeah.
I might get the answer.
I might get the answer. What comes out of his mouth? Earthquakes? I don't know. All right. But they doubted to question him, being afraid. And Yahusha answered and said unto them, ask me what ye will that I should teach you, and I will show it to you, and I will show it you. For yet 7 days, and I ascend unto my Father, and I shall no more be seen of you in this likeness. But they, yet doubting, said unto him, Adonai, show us the deep abyss according unto thy promise. And Yahusha said unto them, it is not good for you to see the deep, notwithstanding, if ye desire it according to my promise. Come, follow me, and behold.
They try. Why y'all trying to see the bottom? I wonder. Why y'all want to see the abyss?
I wouldn't want to see that one. First off, I'm not a strong swimmer, even though I'm with him.
I think you'd be okay if you was with him.
I know, but I just be.
But
no.
Maybe that's just what they're. Maybe because heaven has been pretty much open to them, so to speak, like they know. They ask questions. Oh, heaven's like this. Is like
okay,
this.
So they understand.
And
so
so
now
they
like,
we don't understand what this whole abyss thing.
Got
what's that about? Yeah.
That makes sense.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, that would. I don't
he
know.
said, "I gotta show you." Like, did I be like, "I'm good"?
So you can understand. This is something you need to see, not me tell you.
Yeah.
Not Auntie. Rangi goes on to say, "That's right. What happens in the kingdom happens on earth. Again, by Hamashiach, for your grace and mercy." Yeah. So talking about when the fire came, were you talking about that? And he shut it up because she said it was gonna
wreck the kingdom.
Yep. All right. Verse 6. And he led them away into a place that is called cherubim. That is the place of truth. And he beckoned unto the angels of the west, capital W, and the earth was rolled up like a scroll of a book, and the deep was revealed unto them.
Oh, wow. So he just like moved, like rolled up the earth. He didn't have to take them down. He said, let me show you.
Now, if you want to show me that way, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Well, I ain't got to get in freezing cold water. I'm down. Or make it lukewarm, something.
You need to go to like the Bahamas or Jamaica, get in the water.
Oh, is it hot?
It's warm.
Oh, yeah. I'll be down. I'm in that. All right. And when the apostles saw it, they fell on their faces upon the earth. But Yahusha raised them up, saying, said I not unto you, it is the angels and the deep. I'm sorry. Said I not unto you, it is not good for you to see the deep? And again, he beckoned unto the angels, and the deep was covered up.
They couldn't take it.
They couldn't take it.
They couldn't take it.
He said, didn't I tell you it wasn't good for you to see?
They couldn't take
that.
That.
Like, Angel of the West, cover it up.
They're trying to see that. But that's where all that torture and all that, especially now, because this is after his resurrection.
Yes.
Yeah, and So that's after Adam and all them is gone. So he
it's
ain't
probably-
showing you that part.
It ain't pretty. Whatever
Yeah.
he's showing, it's
Now he just showing you a straight place of torture.
mm,
It's like he's like I told
Just
you
faint
it's not something you want to
I told you
see.
didn't want to see, but you asked.
But can you? Because remember we read about all them torments.
Absolutely.
Can you
In the book
imagine
of
looking
Hermes.
at it?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
no.
In the book Hermes, they got them all kinds of tortures in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. And verse chapter 4. And he took them and brought them again unto the Mount of Olives. And Peter said unto Miriam, Thou that art highly favored, entreat Yahusha that he would reveal unto us the things that are in the heavens. And Miriam said unto Peter, O stone hewn out of the rock, did not Yahusha build his church upon thee? Go thou therefore first and ask him.
See, they're trying to go through her again, and she said, "Stop coming through me."
He said, Peter, didn't he say upon this rock, the one that you revealed?
They going through you, not me.
It'll be on you.
Stop coming to me. See, this would ruin the whole Catholic faith.
It sure would.
This would ruin the whole
she didn't
Catholic
want
verse.
to be like, no.
She was like, stop asking me to ask him.
You ask him. That's how you know. They ask. They ask.
Boy, if you don't go ask him yourself.
Why you asking me? Didn't he tell you that? She just reminded him.
Yeah.
And Peter said again, O tabernacle that art spread abroad. Marian said, Thou art the image of Adam. Was not he first formed and then Kawah? Look upon the sun, that according to the likeness of Adam, it is bright, and upon the moon. That's because of transgression of Kawah. It is full of clay. For Elohim did place Adam in the east and Kawah in the west, and appointed the lights that the sun should shine on the earth unto Adam in the east in his fiery chariots, and the moon in the west should give light unto Kawah, with a countenance like milk. And she defiled the commandment of Yahuwah. Therefore was the moon stained with clay or cloudy, and her light is not bright. Thou therefore, since thou art the likeness of Adam, oughtest to ask him, but in me was he contained that I might recover the strength of the female.
That's interesting.
That is, because she's trying to remind him proper order.
Yes.
You're out of order by asking
me
to go to the sun, just because he used me as a tabernacle.
Yes. Yeah, don't mean you could just It just don't work like that.
No. She said, remember when the women was in first, what happened? Transgression moved through the woman. Now listen, I'm here to restore it, or play my role, show what our proper roles are as women. Yeah. But it is not fitting for me to go ask him something that you need to ask him.
When you go straight to him.
And you being the image of Adam. Mm-hmm. She just politely checked him in the right way.
Yeah.
Just soft reminder.
Yeah.
Y'all know how we give soft reminders. Mm-hmm. 7. When Yahusha appeared again, Bartholomew said unto him, Adonai, show us the adversary of men that...
Wait, did you read 6?
No, I didn't. My bad. I apologize. 6. Now when they came up to the top of the mount, and the master, capital M, was withdrawn from them a little space, Peter said unto Miriam, Thou art she that has brought to naught the transgression of Kawah, changing it from shame into joy. It is lawful, therefore, for thee to ask.
Passing the butt.
Peter was a man.
You restored Kawah. It's like your role was to bring what Kawah did back into restoration, y'all know what I'm trying to say, back in order or back where it's supposed to be. You did your job.
Yeah, you was thinking.
He said, so you should be the one to go.
Yep.
No.
Peter always
I'm a woman. Kawah, order. I'm in my order. I did what I was supposed to do. Now you go do your job.
Yep.
Come on, Peter. Not your intercessor.
Oh my goodness.
Not your intercessor, Peter. Go ask him. And then you could kind of see how Peter felt because he denied him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always
Yeah,
that
so he's
aspect
probably
too.
like, I know he know, and he probably mad at me, so I'm gonna ask
Yes,
you
there
to
there
do it.
is that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to. Yeah,
but she
there's
said,
that.
just go to him.
Yes,
Because if Peter would just go, he would see Mashiach ain't carrying no grudge.
he can't. He can't. You right, Ron, because she said she understood. Okay, the assignment was understood. Okay. Wow, that is crazy. When Yahusha appeared again, Bartholomew say unto him, Adonai, show us the adversary of men, that we may behold him, of what fashion he is, and what is his work, and whence he cometh forth, and what power he has, that he spared not even thee, but caused thee to be hung or upon the tree.
So Uncle Bartholomew said, I'll go asking Peter since you scared.
Or it could be a whole nother question. Like, listen, you got that you ain't going. I'm asking.
Yeah, because we don't know what Peter was going to ask.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and so he's asking him, show us the adversary, because it seems like he even got you, because he got you hung on a tree.
Yeah.
So we need to know who this is, because it seems like, did he defeat you?
Right.
Because he not understanding. No, yeah, maybe.
And I'm wondering,
Yahweh is gonna tell him, no, I did this because I wanted to. That's what I came for.
Yes, this
I
was all
came for that. He
the plan.
He won nothing.
Yep.
This is why I came. Had I not got on it,
then he would have won. Absolutely. And I wonder, are they going to be able to withstand it, because they passed out looking at the abyss?
Well, Uncle Barty. Oh no, I shouldn't say Barty because I hate that name. Uncle B is like, okay, let's go. I'm on to the next question.
Right. But Yahusha looked upon him and said, Thou bold heart, thou askest for that which thou art not able to look upon.
Oh, just like you couldn't stand the abyss.
You keep asking these bold questions.
You trying to look at Hasatan, whatever y'all want to call him, Baal, all them is his name, Simjaza, Azazel. You trying to look at him? You couldn't even stand and look at the torture.
The abyss.
He ain't all that good looking. He might have been, created that way, but right now.
But I think when we are with him, we think we can act. I mean, we can. Mm-hmm. We be like, oh, just show us. But we really don't know the intentions. I mean, the thing that we're really asking.
Yeah.
It's like
sometimes we can't take it.
Yeah. Like when somebody asks, like, you really don't know what you just asked.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Because sometimes I'd be scared to ask stuff too. Like, I might get the answer. I might not get it.
I'll be like,
So I would just chill. Just show me what you want.
I'm like, my thoughts, Father, right now. So, I mean, I can ask you.
I don't want to see that.
Technically, I did ask you because you read my thoughts, but I ain't saying it out loud. All right. 9. But Bartholomew was troubled and fell at Yahusha's feet and began to speak thus, O lamp that cannot be quenched, Adonai Yahusha HaMashiach, maker of the eternal light, that has given unto them that love thee the grace that beautifieth all, and has given us the eternal light by thy coming into the world, that has accomplished the work of the Father, capital F, has turned the shamefulness of Adam into mirth, has done away the sorrow of Whooooaaa with a cheerful countenance by thy birth from a virgin. Remember not evil against me, but grant me the word of my asking. Who didn't come down into the world, who has confirmed the eternal word of the Father, capital F, who has called the sadness of joy, who has made the shame of Whooooaaa glad, and restored her by vouchsafing to be contained in the womb.
That's so interesting, because remember when Miriam had the baby, no pain. The baby was just there.
Yeah,
that was the
everything
intention.
Was frozen.
Yeah, and that's how babies were supposed to come.
Ooh-wee.
She returned, and so by her being a virgin, still having the baby, his original intent has to be done through her.
Yes.
Yeah. So he says, she got restored.
Yes.
She's cheerful now. Because remember, Adam and Whooooaaa they was miserable.
Oh my God.
They were a couple of miserable human beings.
I mean, that's probably where I get my
After
dramatic.
the fall.
Yeah, that's probably where I get my drama from.
After the fall, they just was
She was dramatic. She was dramatic. Vouchsafing just means to hold on, I had it. To give or to grant. So vouchsafing.
Okay.
And then also notice they keep pointing to the beginning with Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens at the beginning.
Because it was supposed to go a certain way, and it didn't because of sin. So remember, Mashiach came to restore that order. That's why everything happened the way it did. That's why Miriam is a virgin when she has the baby. That's why when she has the baby, she has no pain. All of a sudden, she just looked down. She got a baby.
Because pain can be associated with Mashiach. Just like, remember, Seth was like, when Adam was dying, he was like, what's pain?
Yeah.
They knew pain. Like, I mean, you know, Adam and them knew it, but it wasn't originally, it wasn't known.
Yeah. It's not something that was just there. Yeah. If she just looked, it's just, oh, here's a baby.
Right.
That's how it was supposed to be.
Yep. Didn't happen like that, though. I'll tell you that. Verse 10. And as he thus spake, Yahusha raised him up and said unto him, Bartholomew, wilt thou see the adversary of men? I tell thee that when thou beholdest him, not thou only, but the rest of, and it's brackets, ... in bracket. Okay.
Maybe he mean the rest of all of them that's there gonna see it.
Maybe. But they all said unto him, Adonai, let us behold him.
They all want to see.
Oh, they all. Maybe the rest of y'all want to see it. Okay. And he led them down from the Mount of Olives and looked wrathfully upon the angels that keep hell or Sheol, and beckoned unto Michael to sound the trumpet in the height of the heavens. And Michael sounded, and the earth shook, and Baal came up, being held by 660 angels, and bound with fiery chains. 660.
We got the 666.
Yeah, that's 666.
They came up. He's bound
with fiery chains around them. I can just see that in my head. That's enough to make me pass.
So that means, because remember, Sheol was already upset at him. So at one point, he's commanded to bind him.
Yes, absolutely.
Sheol was probably happy, because he'd been trying to get the chains. Oh, y'all, 660 guard him.
Yeah. But no, I think that's more so the Most High angels binding Sheol.
Is it binding Sheol? And Baal came up, being held by 660 angels and bound with fiery chains. So Sheol came up with Baal.
Oh, gotcha.
Came up with, whatever. Well, Hasatan is a title. So
yeah, absolutely.
Came up with Simjaz Azazel, whatever name. Baal, they call him Baal. See, that's why we're telling you it's only two.
Yes, it is.
Baal worship is worshiping him. There's only two.
That is.
Yahuwah, Baal.
You can get with this, or you can get with that.
That's it.
All right, let's see. And the length of him was 1,900 cubits, and his breadth 700 cubits. One wing of him 80. And his face was like a lightning of fire, and his eyes full of darkness. And out of his nostrils came a stinking smoke, and his mouth was as the gulf of a precipice. Yes. And the one of his wings was 80 cubits.
It's huge.
Unimaginable.
These angels are huge, though.
Yes.
Angels are huge. Yes.
And it's unimaginable.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even contain it in my mind.
Because remember, Adam and Whooooaaa was huge too.
Yes, they were. They
was
very
after
big.
the sin that they became, 6 feet or something, whatever.
But
they were huge.
Yes. Wow. Where are we now?
14.
And straightway, when the apostles saw them, they fell to the earth on their faces and became as dead.
He told them they didn't want to see. He told them. And remember when Mashiach was walking down the stairs to Sheol, they was like, something smell good. Yes. He coming up there was like, something stank.
Yeah. He was like,
Opposites.
Yes, opposites. Oh, nice. Thank you, Auntie Melly Mel. She goes sharing on Facebook. Thank you. Let me go into it. 15. These person passed out. Well, they did. Became as dead. But Yahusha came near and raised the apostles and gave them a ruach of power. And he said unto Bartholomew, come near, Bartholomew, and trample with thy feet on his neck. And he will tell thee his work and what it is, and how he deceived men.
So he said, Bartholomew, you come put your foot on his neck, and he's going to tell you because he has to answer to you.
Wow. And gave him the
He's
power.
showing him, stop being scared. You got power over him.
Sure.
Okay, how tall
big,
he
massive,
is.
wide, scary looking thing. You got power over it.
His little wing is bigger than you.
And you got power.
And you got power. You could put your foot on his neck. And he has to obey you.
Wow. Open up his mouth and talk.
Tell him to talk. He's showing him.
Sure is. Wow. And Yahusha stood afar off with the rest of the apostles. And Bartholomew feared and raised his voice and said, blessed be the name of thy immortal kingdom from henceforth, even forever. And when he had spoken, Yahusha permitted him, saying, go and tread upon the neck of Bel. And Bartholomew ran quickly upon him and trod upon his neck. And Bel trembled. Look at that.
Uncle Bartholomew was like, okay.
Because at first he was nervous.
He said a little prayer.
He
did his little prayer. Okay, let's roll.
And then he said, do what I told you to do.
Yeah.
Say no more. Say less.
Yeah.
He understood the assignment. But notice that Bel trembled. Can you imagine when y'all tells you something about your circumstance? Go do this. And your circumstance before is so big to you, right? It's so scary.
So, yeah.
It's got you all out of whack. And then when y'all tells you, go do this. And then all of a sudden.
Take control. Yes.
I gave you dominion over that. And then all of a sudden, what happened to that problem?
Yeah.
What happened to that situation?
Yeah.
Take dominion. If you in Torah, you in oneness, you are moving in his ruach, and you hear him tell you to take dominion, take the power that I have given you, please, you might as well apply the courage to do it too.
He said you have no reason to be scared.
Don't be scared. It's
subject to you.
Absolutely. And again, we are his reflection. We are his reflection. Don't let your situation try to dictate what it makes you do.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're facing.
Yeah.
Take dominion over that.
Yes. And no one listening here can no longer say the devil made me do it, because he can't make you. You have the dominion.
Absolutely.
So you let him let you. However you want to do it, you did it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No. I mean, literally, our situation is just what's the man behind the curtain?
Yeah.
And just making himself seem big.
Yeah.
And y'all's like, just do this.
Take the curtain back.
Take the curtain back. And then you see this puny little man. You like, the whole time it's been you?
And take control. And then the lion realizes, this whole time I've been brave. This whole time I had brains.
Yep.
I could have went home anytime.
Yep. Anytime. Absolutely, James. Yes. We are more than conquerors with Yah. And I know, like, it's like people say that and they made it into a cliche in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, you are. No, take that thing literally. Like, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world.
Yes.
I don't care what you try to put up against me. I don't, because greater is he. And it's not a cocky thing. It's not a thing of pride.
It's true.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
And as long as he is working through you, it will remain true.
Yes.
You know? Yes. Yes. Rangi says, that's awesome. Take dominion. Yes. If he tells you, walk in the very thing he tells you. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, because that's what he's telling Bartholomew. He went off and stood a little ways away and
sure
said,
did.
You go take control.
He could have walked him over there and put his foot on his neck, but he said, no, I gave you the word. I'm going to walk over and see if you're going to have faith to apply it.
I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing to Bilal. You going to say it.
Absolutely. Auntie Cam, she said, this shows us what that looks like. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, Auntie Cam. Wow.
That's why they didn't want to give us Brother B. Uncle B, they didn't want to give us these words. That's too much power. Listen, this is power. This truth right here
is power. Oh my God. Like, no lie. This thing be helping me, because I'd be like, what could you throw? What more could you throw at us? What more could you throw at us? Like, when I read this stuff, I'd be like, that reminds me of something else, story time. So no, I'm not going for that. Wow.
And also remember, though, don't get cocky.
That's why I said don't get cocky.
Don't just run around, saying, I put my foot on his neck.
Absolutely.
He gonna sneak up behind you.
Please no.
You better stay in Torah.
Absolutely. Notice that he did it because the word was sent forth.
Yes.
And he just he moved on what was sent.
He told him to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
don't
what I said.
Get to tripping.
If he didn't tell you, it ain't gonna work.
Witness had the vision, had the dream.
It ain't gonna work.
It won't work.
I don't care what scriptures you know with your foot on something.
You just don't get to just do what you want to do.
It ain't gonna work. Linda said, Auntie Linda, she goes, there goes that faith walk. Now absolutely, there goes that faith walk.
Yep.
Come on, Auntie.
Yep.
We see it. All right, where? Oh, this is good.
I think we on 17 because I left my finger right here, but I just don't know.
And Bartholomew feared. Oh, we read it, but we can get over that too.
Think we did.
No, we did 17, but I'll read it again. No, we didn't.
We didn't do all of it. I think we stopped when he permitted him, and Bilal trembled. That's when we stopped.
Yes.
So and Bartholomew raised
okay, I'm gonna just go from go.
Okay.
Go and tread upon the neck of Bilal. And Bartholomew ran quickly upon him and trode upon his neck. And Bilal trembled. And Bartholomew raised his voice and said, thus, O womb, more spacious than a city, wider than the spreading of the heavens, that contained him whom the seven heavens contained not. But thou without pain didst contain sanctified, in his bosom. Then did Anti-Mashiach tremble and was filled with fury.
So he's saying Mashiach, the real Mashiach, was cool. Came through the womb, but the anti-Mashiach or Antichrist, he was trembling the whole time.
Absolutely. And notice, this is so okay. So notice when the Most High first told him, he said, and when you see him, because remember the other tribes, the other disciples are still with them. Yes. They're all watching this, right? But because Bartholomew proposed the question, this is a lesson for them and him as well, but personally for him, because he asked. He told him in the beginning, he said, and what I want you to do is put your foot on his neck, and then he's going to tell you how he deceived men. Y'all remember that?
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So Bartholomew, he told him that when he saw him and how big he was, notice he started seeing that. Yeah. Then once Mosai said, go. Yeah. And he said, he started trembling and saying the things that he said. Then, because Mashiach is a way off, because he's like, you got to do this for yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta
You
trust
gotta
my
learn.
voice.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be here like this
All the time.
You have to trust
Yeah.
what you hear me tell you.
Mhm.
So then once y'all said, go over there and trod on his neck, he
Uh-huh.
runs. Sometimes when y'all gives you a word, you need to do it quickly
Just
so the
do it.
fear won't set in.
Yes. Yes.
You got to trample
Yes.
over those fears, because if
Yep.
you're looking at everything,
Yeah.
you like, I know you told me this, but I just don't know. No, if you just skip all of that and say, you know what, you told me, I'm going to do it.
Yes.
And then I'll handle it from there. You know, it's going to be whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Notice after when he does that, the confidence that comes up from
Yeah.
this man,
Yeah.
he now knows that my father's behind me.
Yeah.
He right here. If
Yeah.
anything happened, he about to step for me. He
Yep.
about to step ahead of me and slot and just
And
kill
take
me.
care of the situation.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So there was no point in being fearful at all.
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all, but sometimes Hasatan be really trying to get us backed up in a corner.
Yep.
And we don't trust we don't trust his voice, because he's like, well, I don't feel you right here. But he said, and lo, I will be with you always.
Yeah.
He'll never leave you nor forsake
Thank
you at
Yep.
all.
Yep.
We have to trust what we hear. Because the one thing that helped me, Satan will never tell you nothing good. Completely good, that ain't him.
He'll tell you what you want to hear and you think it's good, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
So y'all be encouraged. We're going to get back into this reading. All right. And he trembled, and the I'm going to say Antichrist because y'all know that, but Mashiach too. And anti-Mashiach or Christ trembled and was filled with fury. And Bartholomew was afraid and fled and said unto Yahusha, Adonai, give me a hem of thy garment, that I may have courage to draw near unto him. But Yahusha said unto him, thou canst not take an hem of my garment, for these are not my garments which I wore before I was crucified. And Bartholomew said, Adonai, I fear lest, like as he spared not thine angels, he swallowed me up also. Yahusha said unto him, were not all things made by my word? And by the will of my Father, capital F, the Ruach were made subject unto Shalomo. Thou therefore, being commanded by my word, go in my name and ask him what thou wilt. And Bartholomew made the sign of the cross and prayed unto Yahusha and went behind him. And Yahusha said to him, draw near. And as Bartholomew drew near, fire was kindled on every side, so that his garment appeared fiery. And Yahusha said unto Bartholomew, as I have said unto thee, tread upon his neck and ask him what is his power. And Bartholomew went and trod upon his neck and pressed down his face into the earth as far as his ears. And Bartholomew said unto him, tell me who thou art, and what is thy name? And he said to him, lighten me a little, and I will tell thee who I am, and how I came hither, and what my work is, and what my power is. And he lightened him, and said to him, say all that thou hast done, and all that thou doest. And Baal answered and said, if thou wilt know my name, at the first I called Satanel, which is interpreted a messenger of Elohim. But when I rejected the image of Elohim, my name was called Satan. That is, an angel that keepeth hell.
The EL was removed from his name.
Yep.
I went from being one of his to not.
Absolutely.
Name was, and notice how Uncle Bartholomew was trying to get some kind of relic, and he said, "No, you're not good. You're not gonna depend on. Oh, I got a lucky charm.
What you're not gonna
do?
We're not bringing no idol up in here.
We're not doing lucky charms. We're not doing that. You have my word. That's what you going on. Go tread upon his neck.
Absolutely.
See, that's why the enemy does it to us.
Absolutely.
Because we really can do it to him.
Absolutely. And notice once again, it's all when we really believe what the Most High tells us what we can do. when he tells us, like, if he told me, Levon, I want you to go jump off of that bridge, and don't worry, you're gonna land on this boat, but something there is gonna keep you. And if I really believed it,
yeah, I'm just gonna run and jump.
I'm just gonna run and jump. But that's gotta be, no matter how crazy it sounds, it's gotta be like that. But when we when we step back, and then we say, well, no, I'm not gonna jump off the this right here. I'm gonna go down here, and then not knowing there's a snake there, and the snake bites you at the ankles. Now you're dead.
I'm gonna go because you want to go the safe way.
The safe way. There's steps down here, y'all. I know what you said, but that's crazy.
But I'm still gonna end up at B. You told me to just get to B, so I'm gonna get to B this way. Okay, Jonah.
Right. We gotta learn to utilize what he's told us, and not really. Well, I'm waiting for my pastor to call me back, and then Father, when he called me back, then I'm gonna do it. Or I'm waiting for Sister Jomo come and pick me up, and then I'm gonna do it. You can't do that.
Don't work like that.
His word formed this whole entire, what you sit on, what you do, what you've been, what you see, his word formed it all. So if it formed it all, and if he told you what to do, how dare you tell him, well, I'm waiting on something that I can touch, because I can't really touch you, but I know you're real.
Just leave me something. Leave me a rabbit's foot. No.
Can somebody go with
me?
No. You asked the question. You gonna do it.
Ask. You did ask.
This was your question, Bartholomew. I told you it was a bold request.
And I told you didn't want to see him. I told you that in the first place. Now you want to see him. Now you want to know.
Already
go ask. Go tell him to tell you.
You already died at the sight of it. I had to lift y'all all up.
Yeah. Now go ask him what you want to know. Tell him to tell you. He has to tell you. If you tell him to tell you, he has to tell you. He has to play his hand.
Absolutely. And notice his voice was like, I'll tell you if you just lighten up, that hurt.
Yeah.
Can you lighten up?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. And that's how when Yah tells you to do something, all your situation will be like, I'll tell you.
And he tells them.
Just relax. It's not even all intimidating as we thought it was. We be making things bigger than what it is. But it's really not that. We got to be obedient.
And right away he told them, I used to be one of Yahuwah's. I was down with him. I had the EL at the end. But then I got to tripping. My EL got snatched up. You better make sure your EL is at the end of your name. And I got an EL. I'm keeping my EL.
Well, she do. And she also got the on the beat. But. All right. Let me see.
Yeah, now he's an angel that keepeth hell. So you're on 26.
Okay. And again, Bartholomew said unto him, reveal unto me all the things and hide nothing from me. Because he ain't playing. So I got to give you the tone. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to give you the tone.
Yeah.
And he said unto him, I swear unto thee by the power of the glory of Elohim, that even if I would hide aught, I cannot. For he is near that would convict me. For if I were able, I would have destroyed you like one of them that were before you. For indeed, I was formed the first angel. For when Elohim made the heavens, he took a handful of fire and formed me first. Michael, second.
Wow.
Gabriel, third. Uriel, fourth. Raphael, fifth. Nathaniel, sixth. And the other angels whom I cannot tell the names. For they are the rod bearers of Elohim. And they smite me with their rods and pursue me 7 times in the night and 7 times in the day, and leave me not at all, and break in pieces all my power. These are the angels of vengeance, which stand before the throne of Elohim. These are the angels that were first formed.
Wow.
Satan was the first one.
He was the first one.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
And
I knew he was
up there.
Yeah.
But he was the first one.
Wow.
He said he formed me first.
Yeah.
Then Michael was second. But he lost. You gave up your birthright.
Yep. You gave up your birthright.
Just like what's his name?
You sure did.
What is his name? Esau.
Gave it up.
Gave it up.
Mm-mm-mm. And then said, "Oh wow, that's crazy." And after
The way he getting beat, I hope y'all
yeah,
notice.
I was about to
He
talk
getting
about that,
beat.
and I was like, maybe I'm
He
talking
get a whooping every day.
every day and every night. The angels of vengeance be giving it to him. Listen, give him more, okay? But
He getting a
wait,
whooping every day for what he
there's
did.
more. Giving him the business, which he deserved. He do.
And still, he's still acting up.
And listen, because of him, only 53 will be counted righteous
Yeah.
because they will be leaning, the others will be leaning on his side.
Y'all following a man that get beat, get a whooping every night and every day.
Every day, okay?
Y'all following him. No wonder it says, I think this is in one of the 60s, when they look upon him, they gonna go, you the one we've been following? Yeah.
Wow. Listen, I told you about that little boy. He said, like, when he said, he don't have no horns.
Yeah.
He a human being.
Yeah.
Wow. That's my the mother at my old church. She didn't like any pages bent. That's the old lady. That's the old lady.
I'll like this.
Yeah. Don't mess up your Bible.
Okay.
Got a whole soul, I guess. Verse 30. And after them were formed all the angels. In the first heaven are 100 of myriads, and in the second 100 of myriads, and in the third 100 of myriads, and in the fourth 100 of myriads, and in the fifth 100 myriads, and in the sixth 100 myriads, and in the seventh 100 myriads, and outside the seven heavens is the first firmament, flat surface, wherein are the powers which work upon men. Let's learn, what is myriads?
Flat surface.
You know it.
Y'all live on the flat surface.
You sure do.
Yeah, I see why they wasn't letting us read Uncle Bartholomew.
Because it tells too much. Myriad. So it says a countless or extremely great number. So 100, so on. The numbers just can't even be
millions and millions. Yeah, don't even try to count.
Can't even count.
Just don't waste your time. It's a bunch of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. For there are 4 other angels set over the winds. The angel is over the north. The first angel is over the north, and he is called Cherubim, and has in his hand a rod of fire. That's right, because when Adam was trying to get back, he had that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the treasures, the cave of treasures. Wow. And restraineth the fluidity. There you go.
Yeah.
Of moisture, that the earth be not over much wet. Wow. And the angel that is over the north is called Ortha or Alfatha. Alfatha. That's what it looks like.
I do.
Alfatha. That it is ALFATHA. I'm saying Alfatha. Okay. He has a torch of fire and putteth it to his sides, and they warm the great coldness of him, that he frees not the world.
So the north is the cold part.
Wow. And they say the south, right? I mean, they say the north is the cold part.
Yeah. We just have it in the wrong place.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And the angels that is over the south is called Kirkutha or Cedar. And they break his fierceness, that he shake not the earth. And the angel that is over the southwest is called Naatha. And he has a rod of snow in his hand, and putteth it into his mouth, and quenches it the fire that cometh out of his mouth. And if the angel quenches it not at his mouth, it would set all the world on fire.
So that must be where the heat is. But notice how it's, wait, where's the first one? North.
Mm-hmm.
First angel over the north. And he says the angel that's over the north. Wait, they got 2 norths.
Do they have 2 norths?
Wait, I mean, this is how they have it in here. They have, okay, wait. It says, okay, so there's 4 angels. The first angel is over the north. That's cherub.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, and the angel that is over the north is called our Father.
Our Father. That's how you say it. You say, oh,
And
Father.
the angel that is over the south is Kotha or Sadar. And the angel that is over the southwest is called Neotha. And he had the rod of snow. That's interesting the way they
do it.
Because we say north, south, east, and west, and they doing it up.
They ain't doing
it's
it
like
now.
They're doing north, south, northwest, southeast, or something like that. Or like they don't say north, east, south, and west. They'll go southwest.
Yeah, southwest. Yep.
Yeah, instead of just west.
Yeah. You don't hear it like that. No.
No.
And there's another angel over the sea, which maketh it rough with the winds thereof. But and there's a bracket with ... Bartholomew said unto him, how, what is that?
Chasteneth.
Yep. Thou the soul of men. And Balaam said unto him, wilt thou, wait. Okay, Bartholomew said unto him, how chastenest thou the soul of men? And Balaam said unto him, will thou let us continue to read tomorrow?
Oh.
Will you allow us to finish this tomorrow? Same time? It's a date? I'm just saying.
Look, I'm cheating. No.
You cannot. You cannot.
Oh, man. Don't see my face. I guess we have read a lot, kind of.
Oh, my goodness, y'all. This is good. This is good.
Uncle Bartholomew getting all of
he getting
all like Brother Hermes, Uncle Hermes was getting all that info.
Yep, and now he giving them all of it. Like, okay, now I gotta go. Let's see. I'll start right there. Oh wow.
I gotta close this one.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I definitely want to peek because I ain't lying. She said 6 p.m. won't allow us to be here quick enough. I know.
Wow.
I know. Wow.
This is whoa. You're right. We skipped over this the first time because we wasn't ready. Because we didn't do it on purpose.
We sure didn't. How did we miss that? We didn't miss it on purpose.
How we missed this?
We did not miss that. That was intentional. I think y'all was like, y'all ain't ready for that.
You ain't
and
ready.
That was like when did we do
almost
these?
A year ago. Because y'all was still in the house.
Yep. That sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did all, we just now getting into this book. Wow. Yep. Oh my, wow. He is so intentional, y'all. He is so intentional. Like, we have no excuses why we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
If you don't know it, it's only because you're not asking.
Yeah.
Because clearly we see what happens when you ask. He'd be like, I don't know nothing. So wow. Oh man. This Cousin James, go ahead, and I'm so glad. He says, so glad I got this book. What a powerful lesson. Midtime. Oh, I wish I had one. Dang. Listen, Cousin James, just make sure you don't continue to read.
The whole bag.
It was only 3 bags. Cousin James, make sure you don't continue to read, okay? And
yeah, this is hard not to read.
Yeah, put the book down as well as the mints, because you know they are my favorite. So don't eat them all. The Most High determined this is the right time for it. Absolutely,
definitely.
Yes, and Auntie Linda, you got to tell Uncle Chris. I said, hey, Uncle Chris. Hey, sir. All right, with that being said, y'all, this time went fast. Yes, it did. It did.
It really did.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Cousin James. I'm going to let you into this men's meeting.
Oh, it's not Wednesday, is it?
It's not?
No.
I could have kept reading.
Wait, what day is it? This is the 3rd day. Today's the 3rd day.
Ignore all those links that y'all got.
Oh, you sent them all out?
Girl, I was on. That's how I ended it because I was on my phone sending them links. And the only person that's on is Uncle Rory. My bad, Uncle.
He probably like, oh, they called a special meeting.
He's still on there. I'm sorry, Uncle Rory. My bad. Oh, wow. There is no meeting. There is no meeting. Oh, wow. Oh. I'm going to go ahead and press in. In meeting for all. It was just me and Uncle Rory. I love you. I know. Wow.
Oh,
Well, at least he was the first one to be on. Tell Uncle Ken.
at least he was obedient.
He was. He saw that link and he pressed it. I didn't get nobody else. I could have kept on reading. Now it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
All right. Well, there is no men's meeting. So I did send that link. I did. He said, you sent me that link. You do need a mint. Listen. Okay, so if y'all don't know about this mint thing, that just so y'all know, I have a favorite candy. It's a candy to me, Cousin James. It is not a mint, but it's a favorite candy to me. And it is Winter O's mints. They just call it mints because that's probably what they only had left to name it.
No,
but it's really a
mints.
candy. It's really a delicacy. It's really like if you need a meal.
They are lifesavers.
It is a lifesaver when you're hungry and then
they call lifesavers.
I mean, that's you open it. But listen, they're you can eat them
like they chips.
Listen, they're like great for snacking. I might have lost a tooth from it, but it's just the bond that we had. And when you see mints, like the snack, just think of me. Because it is a lifesaver when you be starving and you have something and they right there. I said, won't he do it? And then he blessed me with 3 packs.
It ain't got nothing to do with you starving. You just like them.
It's a blessing to have them.
She just like them. Just fess up, I like them.
It's like I love them things.
Yes, you do.
I love them things. They're like,
They're like chips to her. Seriously.
They are. They're a whole meal to me sometimes. Sometimes I'd rather eat them than food. But that's neither here and there, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. You say you are funny. Girl, I know. Sometimes I can be funny looking too. Listen.
And I hope all the women in the assembly went to the Wisdom and Truth. Do we got numbers yet?
Yeah.
If not, we're going to assume this is all we get. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
We got what we got.
That's what we're
going.
All right. All right, y'all.
Wait, do we have a meeting? Oh.
No, we don't have no meeting. Well, I'll see you guys in Dwayne. If you happen to come here on your way here, I don't know if you want to come by early, bring my mitts. Shalom.
Shalom.